Maritime velvet armchair, Sephorium velvet armchair. There we go. Basic bed, mahogany table, alchemist cabinet, and a shelf. Thank you, sir. Maple bookcase, well-polished half-barrel table, shelf, and a small cabinet. Thank you very much. Oh, that's a nice one. Captain's bed. How about that? Stone mason table. Cool. Thank you, sir. Looks like we're pretty much good now. Well, this was another very successful run, guys. This is how things work, gentlemen. This is the way the world works. What did Deshaun get? Aeternum Flora. Stacked deck. That's a good one. Nice, thanks. Those are really good. I'll have to use those. Table scraps, what do you have? Thank you very much, sir. Inquisition, Asmodeum bar. Thank you. Oh yeah, Timo Forza, thank you very much. Thank you guys. Okay, oh, let me learn that resource too. Inquisition. So guys, I want to talk a little bit about consistency, okay? We're going to be doing these runs. We're going to be doing these runs daily. So much joy. Yeah, Panther, I'm going to head back over there actually. Oh, let me do this. Let's see how much it costs to transfer it over. 124. Put on all my gear. Okay. That way it's cheaper. Okay, I'm gonna go back to Everfall. Yeah, I'll meet you in Everfall, man. So, thank you guys. Thank you. I appreciate everything. Thank you guys so much. So, same time of day for the runs? Probably, yeah. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do these runs at least once a day, okay? And I expect everybody to be there. And we need to have more people there next time too, because I know we had some people drop out and get lazy at the end. We really just can't let that happen. And especially with all these new things coming out, these void gauntlets getting released and everything like that, we want to make sure that we have everything in top shape. So tomorrow we'll do another one of these chest runs, and maybe hopefully we get like maybe 100 people doing it with us at the same time, and that way everybody can get all the loot. That's a good one. Thank you, sir. 19 maple tables. Thank you, dude. I'll probably use this for more damage. I bought the market for you. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Pristine bear claw, ancient armor plates, broken hatchet. Thank you. Appreciate that, guys. Thank you very much. If there's any other items that... I'll stand up here so people can see me. I think that'll be the best idea. That way nobody gets confused as where I'm at. Change skin. There we go. So yeah, just don't hesitate to just hook your boy up. All valuable items and wealth shall summarily be delivered to the streamer at each evening at 4 a.m. True. Nice run, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, of course. And we'll be doing these runs regularly, okay, guys? Very regularly. Can I opt out? It depends on what you have. Oh, let me change my gear back. See if we get anything good here. If the number starts with 4, it goes into fucking garbage. Oh my god, I don't know what I want. Oh my god. Okay, alright, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Deshaun's a god. Okay, trade again, sorry. PSA. All valuable items and wealth shall be summarily delivered to the streamer each evening at 4 a.m. This is a non-negotiable mandate from the OTK network, and your account shall be seized should non-compliance be discovered. Thank you for your adherence to this decree. Put yourselves up to bootstraps is a war cry of billionaires, politicians, never had to work and struggle. No, it's true. People do have to have a certain level of personal responsibility. It's not the only thing that they have going against them in a lot of cases, but to say that you have to have a level of personal responsibility. Yeah, you've got to own your own decisions, and you need to be responsible for your it's like whether it's somebody else's fault or not that your life sucks doesn't change the fact that your life sucks. And at the end of the day, you're the one that has to live with it. How are you prepping for the new patch? I leveled up my weaponsmithing to 200 today. And I also have my armoring at 200 and furnishing at 200. I must add, Emerald Mine. Businesses got billions of government subsidies. Well, you don't need to be Elon Musk to be successful, right? Like, you can just be well off and take care of yourself and your family. And you don't need to be a billionaire. You don't need to... It's not like you're either a loser or you're like a multi-billionaire. Easy for a millionaire to say? Well, my parents, you know, my dad's family's very rich, but I grew up on food stamps, and we didn't have hot water for a number of years, so I grew up very poor. That's how it works though? Your parents give you opportunities? Yeah, so work your fucking ass off and make sure you can give those to your kids. And then hopefully they'll work their ass off and give even more opportunities to their kids. Kids without those opportunities, they're not your kids. It's not your problem. Your responsibility is your kids more than anything else, and your family. Does society say fuck them for the most part? Well, society helps kids out some ways, probably not enough, but obviously, like, your priority should always be your own. You're just tired, sounding depressed nowadays? I don't, like, please stop trying to perceive how I feel. Just stop. Okay, let's look at the stuff on the auction house. What's this? Okay. 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 Yep. Alright. Okay. Okay. Yep. There it is. Thanks. You don't think there's a problem with the wealth cap? Everyone just has to work harder? When did I say that I didn't think there was a problem with the wealth gap? Volda, I'm curious. When did I say that? I want to get an idea how your brain works. No. I already had that. Not yet, not now. Only cheap, only things that have a lot of value that don't have a lot of weight. You made a lot of points about working harder. It does seem to imply a little that that's all that needs to happen. There are people when they work their ass off their whole life and they're unsuccessful and they fail. Was it responding to you personally, husband? Sorry, it's fine. You're right. But there's a much higher chance of you failing if you don't work hard. Like, I'm not really sure, like, what the message that you would be... Like, what is the message that you're trying to promote otherwise? That you shouldn't work hard and you should just blame the society instead? Like, like, what's the end game here? Like, don't work hard, don't try to do anything. It doesn't matter, you're never going to be successful. Like, what... I don't understand, like, how that works. I think most people agree that working hard is necessary. Question is, what can we do for the people that fail? Just fuck them. That's, yeah, I said, you know, you have universal basic income, something like that. Like, I support that. But what I'm saying is that, you know, until then, like, you got to keep your head in the clouds, but keep your feet on the ground. You know? And it's important to do that. Oh no, no, this shit's not worth anything, man. Like, please don't give me this fucking garbage. Oh fuck, okay. Yeah, it's like you can always have like a North Star of like where you want to see the world go. But you don't put a raincoat on if you think it's gonna rain in a week or a month. It's like if it's hot outside today, you're not gonna wear, you know, a hoodie. But if it's cold one day, like let's say it's really fucking cold one day, you walk outside, well, you're not gonna just not put on a jacket because in the future it should be hot. It doesn't matter. What matters is what's right there in front of you. Of what is. At this point though, when everyone has a fucking raincoat, we gotta be like, okay, do we create a public service that provides raincoats? I think that it's important for the government to help people out, for sure. Like, absolutely. But there are a lot of people that are lazy and they don't try and they constantly make bad decisions. I went to school with a lot of them. And it's important to realize that a lot of times that people are in that position because of what they did. For better or for worse. Do they deserve UBI too? No, but they get it anyway. Who gives a fuck? It is what it is. It's not about who deserves what. It's a prodigal son, you know? Ironic that that's a Bible story. Yeah, but I think it's a good. I think it's a good message. God damn, I look fucking good. Prodigal son, don't think you know what that means. Prodigal is not a term of endearment. Glacial, why do you think I said that? Yeah, I'm curious. Like, so, yeah, why do you think I said that? Monkey ass, I don't know. Well, then why are you trying to correct me? If you don't even know what I'm talking about, why are you trying to correct me? You said in a tone during conversation sounded like you meant the opposite of what the word meant. Nah, it's a story in the Bible. That's why I said it. Yeah, it's not. Damn, that's a big good one. Where are the good items? That's a good item right there. That's a piece of shit. That's not worth that much money. Damn, these items are fucking garbage. This one's okay. Haven't finished the Bible yet, no spoilers? Yeah. You want crit and plus damage to your light and heavy? Yeah. So it looks like BIS weapons are probably somewhere around like 40 to 50k. Well, that's a pretty good item right there. I sure hope the patch tomorrow is really bugged out so I can exploit the fuck out of it. Oh, I really hope so. I'm gonna log on, wake up early tomorrow so I can just fucking cheat the shit out of this game. Like, what if like one of the rare spawns like only drops, like always drops 600 gear or something like that, you know? Buy 600? No, you can't buy watermark. It doesn't work. So like even if you buy something that has a high watermark, your watermark stays the same. How much dupe gold did I get? None. You have no faith in the devs? We'll probably get a Reddit thread demanding a ban. Yeah, I think the New World Reddit should not have those threads on them. I think that every single time that a Reddit decides to appoint itself to being a watchdog or some form of accountability to people, I think that's a mistake. Because people always take it way too far. Oh my god, it'll be a bloodbath very soon. I don't really think that it will be. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be that bad. I think they need to do arena. That's the main thing. But yeah, I think that like there's a lot of threads on this New World subreddit where like a streamer will do something bad and then everybody will be like complaining and like shitting on them and like trying to get them banned. I don't think that a subreddit is a very good place to do that kind of stuff. LSF? Yeah, I think, well, LSF, I think LSF also has a problem with that too. I just feel like every time that like a subreddit gets the idea in its head that it's supposed to hold people accountable, there's always problems. There's always the self-righteousness. There's always the false narratives, vitriol. Yeah, it's control freak shit. Like in my opinion, any of those like threads or whatever should just get deleted. Yeah, like mob justice. And it's like, it's really just the mod's fault because they just delete it and it's done. Okay, let's read some more of these. That's good. Again, it's real life. We don't care about Reddit. It's almost like they have no effect on my life at all. Funny how that is. Well, of course that's true, Dante, because you're like, this is, I don't mean this offensively, right? But you're just a nobody. So like, why would anybody make a Reddit thread about you? But like, if you're a streamer and you're, you know, putting out content or something like that, and you have a Reddit thread that gets made about you, and you get 100 people from that thread that come in one day and harass you, I think that's very unpleasant for those people. And sometimes it's not done in a fair way. Again, your opinion? Well, I don't really think it is an opinion. So, this is not really an opinion. There have been documented cases, many times, of Reddit's witch hunting people for inaccurate information. Like, this has happened in many cases. This is not some sort of, you know, opinion. This has happened multiple times. The Boston Marathon is the best example. That's like a mainstream example. Yeah, this is not an opinion. Threads go down all the time for witch hunt guidelines. Yeah, but they don't in other cases too. Sending half the IRL right now with Kyle Rittenhouse. It's a nice try. It's pretty good bait, I would say so. Engineer kind of won the lottery. That's really good. God damn. I need that. technology has changed. People haven't. Yeah. Great Axe is ruining Outpost Rush. Every player besides me had a Great Axe equipped. 38 people had a Great Axe. I did not. Yeah, I should start using a Great Axe. Yeah. I get no, man. What's this? Oh, yeah. That's good. Not the best meme. It's just more, it's just, those are just, like fans of the game. Jesus Christ, it's so bright, holy fuck. Jesus Christ, this is so bright. Ugh. Patience is key. I have a fair share of going through endless daily complaints against dupes. I just play solo with my friends to enjoy the game to an extent. The sub is too toxic in my opinion. Yeah. See, these posts, like every person that says this is like, they're just trying to downplay the problems with the game. Yeah, copium addicts, basically. To be fair, it can be toxic, it's not an excuse, yeah. Do you look through profiles, people that talk negative about the game? Because 10 of them have toxic post histories? I mean, sometimes, yeah. Based off of what they say. Like, if what they say, I think, is not accurately, it's not an accurate interpretation of things, then yeah, I'll look and just see what they're thinking. Seen a post about a guy having 15k weight. That's it. Why don't I trust everything you read? I'm sure I have 2 latest dupes. I'm not saying the dupes aren't read. Who's not blindly trust everything we read? There's no video evidence of these things happening. It's all speculation. Well, it's clearly not speculation, because if it was, then Amazon wouldn't have shut down trading for furniture exclusively. It's like, so, like, he should do. You know what I mean? Like, how does that even make sense? Talking about cooking dupe? Oh yeah, I don't know. I'm sure they'll come up with a new one. Banned for streaming PTR? Wait, what? Are you like not allowed to stream the PTR? I'm a little bit confused here. You can stream PTR? Yeah, it's like there's almost no game that's like publicly available that you don't have to be like given a key for that's NDA'd. That's a big one. This is a misunderstanding. On the PTR, you can stream the predecessor before game release. You could not. That's true. Yeah, you're right about that. PTR is NDA. No, but the alpha was NDA'd. These are mostly boring. Yeah, these are mostly boring posts. See if there's anything interesting on LSF. Toast on stay on Facebook. Hammermath tweets about unprofessional behavior. Yeah, I saw that.
Would you copy what I said? Bro, what the hell happened to me? Chat? What the hell?
You know, my dad, whenever Erob tackled Emaru and just fucking demolished her, my dad was pretty upset about that. And he said that we needed to get her off the field because she was too cute to play soccer. I told this. I don't know if I told the whole part of it. Some Streamlabs default alerts are stolen without credit or permission. Streamlabs reached out to us back in February asking a lot of prodding questions, only to launch a copy of our product a few months later. Hearing a lot of bad things about Streamlabs. It's not looking good because they pay me money to use their service, and if they get shut down, I'll have to give somebody else to pay me money. But looks like they're being run by a bunch of pieces of shit, so it is what it is. Fucking morons, man. It's money either way. Yeah, whatever. Streamlabs copied OBS. I actually called it Stream OBS. Isn't Streamlabs a part of Logitech? I think Logitech invested in them or something like that. During my time at Streamlabs, so many people in marketing were reprimanded, put on PIP plans, and or fired for speaking up against unethical business practices to the point where it basically got rid of the entire marketing team by late 2018. They got rid of me because I didn't like the way the support manager was handling the night shift. My coworkers were running wild, not doing their work, and leaving a load of it for us. Put me in charge of TwitchCon 3 weeks before the event with no resources and fired me immediately after for being stubborn about making it wheelchair accessible. Streamlabs being canceled. The thing is that any of that stuff and like the streamers are the ones that are really kind of in control here, because if streamers just choose not to use the service, then that's it, you know. That's literally it. Cancel culture debuff lasts only 2 weeks max. You're probably right. And this is like really what would happen. So OBS wins. I think that like what is really the outcome of this? If you want my honest, like raw opinion of what's going to happen with Streamlabs, is that Streamlabs will probably lose pretty much everybody. They will probably not make any posts or anything for maybe like 3 months or 6 months or so. The OBS thing will probably get sorted out and everything else will pretty much stay the same. More people internally will get fired. They'll take their salaries and use them to go back and pay influencers and content creators and streamers to use their service later on. And it'll just take a while because people will lose interest in this whole thing, and they're not going to care. It's like there's a lot of people that if Streamlabs offered them $1,000 to use their service every month, they would do it. You see what I'm saying? And it's like a lot of people don't really. I would, yeah. Could you blame them? I don't really. I don't know. Like I don't really like. It's. I'd have to really think about that, honestly. So yeah, anyway, what I'm saying is that this will probably help them. All publicity is good. That's not true. All publicity is not good publicity. Yeah, I don't know like where you read that or who told you that, but that's just like, yeah, this is like an 80s radio shock jock perspective. Like, yeah, it's something Howard Stern would have said 40 years ago. It is. Getting your name out there is how it works. I mean, you're talking about it right now. I talked about Method Josh. Whenever his thing happened, that was a lot of publicity on him. The same with Method. Was that good for them? Was that good publicity? Like, it's just, it's such a transparently disprovable thing to say. It's surprising that people would even assert that. It's so just like obviously disprovable. Yeah, trivial bad issues are okay. But you're right, that's a really good way to put it. Is trivial issues that aren't that big of a deal are fine. But whenever you talk about like actual big things, then yeah, it's not good at all. It's phrased like wisdom, hence people eat it up uncritically. You said yourself it won't matter to them in 3 months, and people have been talking about Streamlabs. I don't think that it will, but they will definitely be worse in 3 months because of this than if it didn't happen. Just because I think that they will probably survive does not mean that I think that they will thrive. It's like, just because you survive through something doesn't necessarily mean that going through it is an improvement. Maybe morally, but not bank account wise. So whenever streamers stop using their service, well, let me ask you something. Why would a streamer use their service after this situation? Money. Yeah, right. So if they get paid. Lower fees. There are no fees. Fees for donations went away in like 2015 or 16. Because it's the only one they ever heard of. Yeah, I mean, I think that you could definitely say that, but and I think that for some people you're definitely right. But easier to do nothing and not change. Yeah, but like whenever everybody else is changing, and see, this is like kind of what happens, right? This is like how these things, it's the same thing. I think a really good example of this, a really good parallel, is playing WoW and Blizzard. So whenever Blizzard had all of the sexual assault controversy and all of that stuff happen, that made it to where people would go in and they would harass streamers for playing the game. Like, even if they weren't, you know, like saying that like, oh, Blizzard's innocent or anything, but they would just harass streamers for playing the game. And what did that cause? That caused a lot of people to stop streaming, or stream the game less, or do something different, or play another game. So I think that's a really great example of this situation at hand. Because Stream Elements is just such an accessible alternative to Streamlabs, most streamers, if they feel like they're being pressured to stop using a service because of how unethical or morally questionable it is, and there's a very easy transitionary alternative, they're just going to transition over and not think about it because it's the path of least resistance. So this is just what's going to happen. Did bad publicity on Alinity help our OnlyFans? Many streamers get big after controversy and bans. Okay, what about Ice Poseidon? What about Zillion OP? What about Phantom Ward? Fedmeister. Assassin. Yeah, that fucking guy. Gross Score. Wings of Redemption. I mean, I just brought up like over half a dozen examples that disprove what you're saying. Is that apparent to viewers what service the streamer is using? It is if they're donating to it. Do people still stop about them? Would people follow them if they started streaming somewhere else? No, they wouldn't. It's a fact that a streamer can benefit from bad publicity. You didn't disprove anything I said. You strawman me. That's not strawmanning. Providing examples that disprove what you're saying is not a strawman. A strawman is saying, so if anybody, like, let me explain what a strawman would be. So if you said that, well, look at Alinity, she made a bunch of money on her OnlyFans, a strawman would be me saying, so does that mean that you think everybody that had bad publicity is going to make millions of dollars? That's what a strawman would be. So what you need to do is take a step back. Don't just use words or say things or whatever. I was trying to answer your question, I wasn't asked. Well, it's also about reframing it too. And don't just use words and say things because they make sense to you. You know, throwing out terms without understanding what they even mean. Your strawman is all bad publicity is good, which I never said. I mentioned who benefited from it. It goes both ways. So what you're saying is that there's an exception to a general rule? Is this your assertion? Is that there is an exception to a general rule? As with everything, yeah. Oh, that's somebody else said that. Exactly, I never said all bad publicity is good. Some do benefit from it. I'm reading what your logs are. Did bad publicity help Lenny OnlyFans? She now makes millions. So many streamers get big after controversy and bans. Yeah, so let me just kind of fully explain. Because I can see where... Not all, so many. Yeah. I can see where you would... I think that what you're implying is that this is usually always positive. But what I think is that this, made is not equal all. You're right. So this is my opinion with bad publicity and content like this. Assassin investigated by FBI. I have no idea. I'm not talking about like whether he's guilty. I was talking about the publicity that he got from having what happened to him. So bad publicity is good if it's not really bad. So a good example of this is like whenever XQC got suspended from Overwatch League, or he got banned because of the Fall Guys thing or something like that. I would say these types of publicity is generally good. Whenever Mizkif got banned because he interacted with that Meowry girl and he got banned for that. That publicity was good for him because it was stupid, and it also wasn't a big deal and didn't make him look bad. So there are things that destroy your image online, and that's not good for you. So things like Carson, remember whenever Carson had the thing happen? That was really bad for him. And the reason why it was really bad for him was because his online image is this goofy, weird, funny kid. And then whenever people find out that he's a lot older and that he's, talking to these younger girls, and a lot of the people in his audience are around that age, it makes them uncomfortable. And like Zero, Zero's another example who's trying to come back now. So it depends on what the thing is that you got a lot of bad publicity for. Like, I think that we can all pretty much agree that the sexual assault allegations and the lawsuit against Blizzard is probably bad for Blizzard. Like, this is just a universal bad thing for Blizzard. Now, can Blizzard come out ahead of this better than whenever they were in it? Yes, but that's going to be because of Blizzard and not because of the event, even though the event is the impulse for them potentially doing better. I don't know if that'll happen. There's a big reason to think that it won't. But what I'm saying is that there are people that have had publicity happen to them, bad things happen to them, and have had things come out about them that are bad, that do damage their reputation in a lot of ways. I think a good example of this is someone like Giant Waffle. And even though he didn't get banned or anything like that, a lot of streamers don't associate with him, and they don't do content or collaborate with him because of those allegations, even though they were never proven or really disproven. So there are, but what are those allegations? Those allegations were like legitimate, like sexual assault allegations, like really big deal stuff. Swifty is one where it pretty much had a neutral effect. Where he was out completely and he was his friend. Yeah, I think that's a good example. So I'll give some more examples and things like this that are the case. Let me think. Leafy? Yeah. Well, I'm going to try to avoid cases of people who got banned, because I think that we can all agree that getting banned is not good for you. Right? Like, getting banned is actually not good for you. I think Travis Scott is a good example. Yeah, somebody said Astroworld. I think that the publicity about the Astroworld concert genuinely makes Travis Scott look really, really bad. I think there is no positive about this. There is no way that he's going to, like, the exposure that he's getting is not really positive at all. It just makes him look really, really bad. Even among his fans. Travis Scott probably lost a ton of fans because of that. And there's going to be a lot less people that want to go to his concerts now. Now, I'm not saying that it's going to ruin his career, but I think that it's a negative. You see what I mean? It's just a negative. I think another really great example is Arcadum. So Arcadum had a lot of publicity come out about him because he's basically a manipulative piece of shit, right? Like, let's just cut to the chase here. You know, came out allegations by half a dozen people, all saying pretty much the same type of behavior. Like, they banned Chris Brown. To be fair, Chris Brown didn't make music for like 10 years though. That was popular. Like, after that Rihanna thing, he really didn't. I don't think Travis Scott can never come back or anything like that. I don't think even it'll really, really hurt him a lot, but it definitely will make him look bad. And we can talk about other examples too. Johnny Depp. I think the public is on Johnny Depp's side. I think most people think it was really stupid what happened with Johnny Depp, and most people are on his side. And like, by most, I'm thinking like 80-90%. And we'll talk about Louis C.K. I think Louis C.K. is another great example after I talk about Arcadum. So with Arcadum, Arcadum's content was very much based around interactions with other people because he was a dungeon master in 80%. No, it's not 99% because most people are not informed. They read the title headline and they never think about anything else beyond that. And there's also like some people that will just always side with the woman because there are other women that will do that because they've been in situations where they feel like they weren't listened to properly, and so they just automatically, reflexively listen to like any other woman and assume that they're telling the truth. Like, it's very common. So anyway, let's go back to the Arcadum thing. Arcadum is, you know, his career is pretty much dead. Period. Like, that's it. It's dead. Now, he'll still be able to maybe make a living. But whenever he was making probably 200, 300 grand a year, like 200, maybe 150 grand a year before, now he's going to be making less than half that. Had 200 viewers yesterday. Crazy. People still watch him. Well, half the people that probably watch him are banned in chat and they hate him. They're just waiting to clip him say something bad and then post it on LSF for karma. So it's not like those are real fans. Now, could Arcadium ever come back after like years and years and years? Yeah, maybe. I mean, like, you never know what's going to happen. But this is definitely a huge negative, and his career and his content and everything would be better off if that did not happen. Another one is Louis C.K. Louis C.K. And this is like a big thing where I think a lot of these bad things that happen, a lot of these things are circumstantial around the person's online image. So what I mean by that is that if somebody has an online image of being just another kid, a goofy, stupid kid, like Carson, for example, and then he comes back, or sorry, he has that thing happen, and everybody's talking about how he was like in a relationship or talking like, I'm sorry, but if you're 19 or 20 talking to a girl who's 17, I think that's totally fucking fine, and I don't see anything wrong with it. Yeah, I don't at all. And it's not 20 talking to 17 is fine? Yeah, it's completely fine to me. Yeah, it's completely fine. It's legal where I live. It's legal in probably 95% of the 95% of the world. Yeah, I think that people, there's some Americans that I don't think they really have like I don't think they're aware of that. That like in a lot of places in the world, it's like it's even below 16. It's 16 in my state. Yeah, there's plenty of places where it's completely legal to hook up with 16-year-olds. Age of consent 16 in most Western countries. In many places it is, yeah. So, I think a lot of people look at like the number 18 and they think that's where it is everywhere. That's how it is everywhere. Absolutely not. Younger generation is not as open to larger gaps as my generation is. I don't know. I mean, I'm not. I can't tell you shit. Sorry. I can't tell you what the kids are doing today. Got no idea. Well, anyway, so like the reason why that was damaging for for him is because it was directly contradictory with his image. So with Louis C.K., I think it's the same thing. With Louis C.K., he very much was he preached to people. He was very sanctimonious in things that he would say. And like, I think that you guys have seen this many times where there are certain comedians that are very kind of preachy with what they think and what they believe. And it almost gets into the degree of like patronizing. So this happens a lot, and Dave Chappelle